Tonight, SFL in primetime heads to London, where the 3-3 London Knights will be taking on the 3-3 Atlanta Swarm. How many teams are 3-3 in this league? More than I have fingers on my hand, and I don't have a weird hand. I just have 5 fingers. 6 teams are 3-3, including 2 of these, including the 2 that are coming up next. It's a Saturday Night Football doubleheader in primetime on Twitch TV. It starts in the East, and it starts right now. Welcome to London for tonight's game between the 3-3 Atlanta Swarm and the 3-3 London Knights. Alongside Alvin Washington, I am Cameron Irvine. How you doing, Alvin?
Hello, how are you, sir?
Is that a British accent there you're pulling out tonight?
Well, I only use that for the preamble, but you're right. You are absolutely right, Cam. These 2 teams, Atlanta and London, are straddling the top 6 and the bottom 2. Atlanta right now holds the tiebreaker at the number 6 position. London is the number 4 card race. So a win by either of these clubs goes a long way to positioning themselves for the stretch run here in the SFL.
London's owner said that you just committed a hate crime with that accent. Care to respond?
Really? I will let you know that on good authority, British brothers actually have the same exact thing, although a little bit better than I can. So I do acquit myself. Thank you very much. But real quick, Atlanta right now puts themselves in a great position. They won against Queen City 24-17. And if you watch Demar Woods today, I think he's going to need to have a big ball game across the pond.
From the 10-yard line, London's returning. Atlanta's in the bright whites tonight, the black helmets that really stand out along with the black socks. London, the white helmets with the, we call them maroonish red, more closer to red jerseys with the white pants. The, I believe they're called the Queensland home uniforms there for London. And we're going to have a good ball game here tonight on the SFL on Twitch, the SFL's 10th anniversary season. We're happy to have you along for the ride. 2 in the backfield, Max Jackson is the starting quarterback, and he sidearm throws a pass that's incomplete. Intended for Godspeed, nearly picked off. 2nd and 10 as we start it off, and I want to give a shout out before we get Alvin's further thoughts. Saw some bits. Steven at large with 65 kickoff bits. Thank you so much for the bits. And Max Jackson tried to cheer 1,000 bits, and I think I don't know. It should be in transit right now. 2nd down and 10 with 2 in the backfield for London. We're just getting underway here on Saturday Night Football, a doubleheader. Happy to have you along. And Jackson's going to go long, and Jackson's pass is going to be caught at midfield. Pass caught by Giacomo Jones, and London's got a 1st down.
Oh, got to put him on the all-name team. Giacomo Jones with a great catch on the outside post there. Let's take a quick look at those backs and receivers. We mentioned Michael Martin at quarterback. The wideouts are Andre Godspeed and Giacomo Jones. Spencer Mayer in the backfield as a running back. Zach Daggs, if necessary, will kick.
And to Spencer Mayer. Michael Martin is the quarterback. Who did I say? What? Come on, man. I'm getting quarterbacks wrong in the opening minute. Somebody slapped me or something. 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard carry.
Should be Michael Martin.
Yes, I was talking about Max Jackson in the chat with bits. I know. Max Jackson doesn't play for London. Come on now. Split backs. Maybe I said it once or twice. We'll get over it. Alvin's here. It's a party. 2nd and 6 at the 46. Handoff to Mayer. Mayer going to wrestle away. Mayer gets away. 30-25. Spencer Mayer with a quantum shine chasing all the way down to the 10-yard line. 1st down for London, and they are awake here at midnight in the UK.
Spencer, don't call me old gray Mayer with a great run up right tackle and just powers his way through the line. Front line doing an excellent job. And I got to tell you, the 3 Lions are going to need all of that this evening.
Another 100 bits. This is coming from the JDR project. Thank you so much. That was an awesome run from Mayer. That was accepted. He made something out of nothing there. He's going to take another carry and take a forearm from LaQuanta Shine. Pickup of 1. That London offense, the star offense, Andre Godspeed is the other receiver opposite of Giacomo Jones. Kicker, Zach Daggs, number 12. Spencer Meyer is number 21. And that's all that London has as far as stars on the offensive side of the ball. But it's been a pretty good offensive start for the 3-3 Knights this season. Martin drops it off to Meyer, and he can't go anywhere. So it's going to be 3rd down and goal now. Jerry Forth, who missed the tackle on Meyer's long run, makes it there.
That's a play that I've seen a lot this year, just really go for naught or go for negative yardage. The screen out to the running back. You got to lead him a little bit forward of the line instead of straight down the line because they're looking for that all the time.
3rd and goal, the 9 with split backs for Martin. Martin, 3-step drop, back to pass, floats it over the middle. Somebody's going to have to break a tackle, and that's not going to happen. The reception made by Tony Adamson, but the swarm bend and do not break, and London ends up getting a field goal. Alvin, these teams met in week 1. It was a 38-13 humbling experience for the then rookie, and I mean rookie, London Knights. That game got away from them in the second half with a couple of back-to-back pick sixes, but this is the last thing they want to see after all that early momentum.
Oh, you have to remember, Atlanta's defense is a top 5 defense. Number 4 in scoring, number 5 in passing, and number 4 in rushing. They are bend but don't break, and that's the reason they are still in the thick of the wild card hunt.
21-yard field goal is good. David Rimmer does well to get that high snap down for Daggs, who's as fired up as a kicker can be with 7:42 to go in the first quarter.
The contract kickers have been key this year. I've seen a few of them hit 40 plus.
You ever get fired up like that, Alvin? What gets you fired up?
Old-fashioned smash mouth football game.
Well, hopefully we're about to see one here as T. Dot is on the return from 1 yard deep in his end zone past the 20, and not much more after that. Nice job on special teams from Robin Murdoch, a non-contract strong safety, and Atlanta's DeMar Woods treks out onto the field. Woods, an up-and-down season, but he has proven in prime time that he can step up and be a big-time player. 4 touchdowns, 5 picks this year.
Oh, he's got probably one of the better running backs in the league in BDG Hollywood. That definitely hits the all-name team.
And on Hollywood. Hollywood's got a big hole. Makes a spin move, then another one. BDG Hollywood on his first run with 1 man chasing. And BDG has the spotlight on him for a touchdown. Atlanta.
That's how you make a statement for the playoffs in a hurry. BDG Hollywood, hooray! Man!
On the first play, too. Man, making people look silly. And the guy that initially missed him was the guy that had the best chance at him. That was Henry Tudor, the non-contract corner, and he's probably going to stay that way.
You know, at Atlanta, that what is the spotlight of this 3rd-ranked rushing offense. Once he gets going like that, it's going to be a long night for defenses.
So Atlanta responds to London's solid 3-minute drive with a touchdown on their first offensive play. You know, BDG Hollywood tore up the London Knights the first time they met. In fact, the London Knights are the league's 12th best run defense. They give up about 101 yards a game, but the last time BDG faced him, he nearly got 200. And may have actually gotten 200 now that I'm thinking about it.
That was a couple of nice little spin stick moves there by Hollywood. That offensive line, once they give him holes, he just takes it the rest of the way.
NT Hund, X Factor 56. Cheese is stupid. That's just intense on Cheese. Tom Tabau, 8. 5-point syndicate. Mahmoud Ajlani, I'm an effing problem, among others. Nice return here, right up the gut to the 36-yard line to give London great field position. That is Jeffrey Daggs, the free safety, one of the many Daggs in the SFL.
Family affair. The best return I've seen yet was Trey Loshaw from, it Was it Indianapolis? It was one of those teams that I covered. Dallas, from the Dallas Roughnecks. He tore up a 99-yard.
Martin quickly to the outside. That's the first down. Wow, still stayed in bounds there, Alvin. Leaving you speechless is, I believe that's Andre Godspeed on the outside. I can't believe he stayed in for that long. No, check that. That's Langley.
But that's a non-contract player making the all-name team. Shinnakani Langley. Man, that was a good looking throw there on 1st and 10 by Mike Martin. He's got to do a lot more than that to soften up the outside.
So we got Warren Murray in action tonight. He led the league coming in. BDG Hollywood trying to top him on the leaderboard. He's got a lot of good running backs playing tonight. Hollywood 3rd in the league coming into tonight in rushing yards. He's 115 yards behind Murray. Martin, deep ball, middle, pass caught in coverage. What a play by Godspeed all the way down to the Atlanta 26-yard line. I thought for sure that was going to be overthrown.
That's just some divine intervention on that one, because that's truly should have been either deflected or close to being picked off, but Andre Godspeed with the good hands to bring it down. Hopefully this gives London a great chance to answer back that one-play drive by Atlanta.
And that was E.K. Vincent that was bearing down on him, and we've seen a lot of impressive play out of E.K. Vincent this year. Mayer has a blocker, 20-15-10, Spencer Mayer, touchdown London! And we've got a ball game here tonight. Nobody's sitting at home.
English flags flying all over the place. This is where we were at Wembley Stadium watching a Premier League game. Jeez. Spencer, don't call me old and gray, Mayer. Here he goes again.
Man, and E.K. Vincent got blocked out of his shoes. What a tremendous block, pulling around the end. Give some love to him. Steve Winkworth at guard.
Offensive lines have been impressive here in my first season watching the SFL. Their line, as well as Mexico City's offensive line, I've seen as two of the best so far.
Low snap this time, and again, pretty good holds from Rimmer. The extra point is good. 6:24 to go in the first. Alvin, this is not my first game of the week. 3 games this week I'm on play-by-play. It's like old school SFL out here. Can't wait for week 7 to ramp up tomorrow.
It's smash mouth across the pond. It's getting pretty good out here, man. I definitely love it. I wonder where they actually put this thing in, because I'm looking at the map here with Queensway, and if I'm not mistaken, and the London owner can correct me on this if I may, they're about I would say 5-6 kilometers, not that far from Wembley Stadium.
Let's see where Liam puts his beautiful stadium here that London has built for the occasion. The Knights, one of the 4 expansion teams in the league. All of them are in the thick of the playoff race. Even San Francisco's just a game back. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Atlanta's only been on the field 1 play on offense. 100 bits from Liam Crowder, loving that. BDG Hollywood takes another carry. Hollywood almost broke it again. Picks up a first down. Slyn Shady, who leads the league in tackles, makes the stop. And let's look at the rest of the Atlanta defense, or the London defense, after this replay.
Tell you, if it wasn't for Slyn Shady being basically the real Slyn Shady, that was at least another touchdown run for BDG Hollywood, but he's got 2 runs, 2 first downs.
Donnie Mack is the star corner, number 23 for London. Safeties, Kane Vasquez, 43. Jeffrey Daggs, 44, plays the free. 3-star D linemen. We'll get to them in a minute, as Woods sidearm throws it to, complete for a 6-yard pickup to Jay Franz, who had a big touchdown to swing momentum against Queen City last week in that victory. Eyal Rushanek, forgive me, number 47 at defensive end. Frank Axmal, number 66 at defensive tackle, one of the newest Knights. And Brian Cowart at defensive end wears number 91. And that is a tackle right at the line of scrimmage there again by Shady, who's the last of the star contract players on this London defense.
Let me drop in the Atlanta Swarm offense real quick. We mentioned DeMar Woods at quarterback. The wideouts are L.B. Allen III and a guy I put on the all-name team early, Boo Chisholm, with Jay Fronts at a tight end. I love that name, Boo Chisholm.
He'd definitely be scaring people. 3rd down and 3 at the 38, and that pass out to Chisholm, and he catches it with ease on the sideline. Moves the sticks, 1st and 10 of the 43. We still don't have a stop tonight.
Routes I've seen yet out of a quarterback this year. Just ran a clean post to the out. It in the right spot, caught it, the two toes to the sideline, stops the clock.
49 viewers. Let's keep it up for what's going to be an epic Saturday night doubleheader of 4 different 3-3 teams in action as everybody's fighting for the playoff chase. BDG Hollywood picks up 5. The standings, it's a cluttered mess, including a 16 tie for 6th.
You see where Atlanta and London are right now. They're both 3-3. Atlanta right now holds the head-to-head in Queen City. Of course, they don't play Indianapolis until probably a little bit later on if they have them on the schedule.
It's a cluttered mess that's going to be cleared up in about 6 weeks. Top 10 of season 10. Hand off to Hollywood, and Hollywood picks up just a yard. In to make that stop is Shady again. Slint Shady, not only does he lead the league in tackles, but it almost seems like he has more tackles than he actually is given credit for. He's everywhere.
He's got to be real like that, or else he wouldn't be the real Slint Shady.
3 receivers, 3rd and 4 for Atlanta. London looking for the first stop of the game, and BDG fumbled, and it's recovered by London at the 49-yard line. Recovered by Daggs, Jeffrey Daggs, and we'll have to see who popped the ball loose on Hollywood. That was Daggs that came in, and actually the ball was recovered by Kane Vasquez. So a couple of star safeties make the hit on BDG Hollywood, and for BDG Hollywood, that is fumble number 3 on the season, and the 2nd that he's lost. Only Deion Hawkins has lost more fumbles now.
Talk about momentum swing. Yikes.
Martin's pass is incomplete. So anyway, so I blabbed a little bit longer than I thought I might, Alvin, but what'd you see on that run there from Hollywood?
If he hangs onto the ball, he's close to a first down, but great defense up front to jar the ball away and pick up the short field. But equally, the Atlanta secondary, again, I told you, they're number 5 in passing defense, and those outside corners better be ready.
Deion Hawkins has fumbled 3 times and lost them all. Now Hollywood's fumbled 3 times and has lost 2 of them. That pass over the middle, nice touch pass from Martin, complete out to Tony Adamson, who's one of the better non-contract receivers in the league, with rocking the 1-bar face mask tonight.
Smash mouth. You know, somebody understood what I was talking about and brought out the old 1-bar.
3rd and 1 at the 42 for London. Now on the move after the fumble forced by Daggs. First down, Spencer Meyer to the 38-yard line. Michael Barton now 7 of 9 for 77 yards coming into the season. Martin is 136 to 207, 1488 through the air, 6 touchdowns, but 10 picks though have hurt him.
Notice how he led him past the line of scrimmage on that. That's how he was allowed to run freely and get the first down.
Pass is caught. Boy, there were a couple of receivers running almost the same route, just in opposite directions. Nice little crossing patterns, and Godspeed picks up another catch, a big one for 8 yards on first down.
To keep it in and try to soften up that middle defense with the pass, but I wouldn't suggest against doing it too much. Mayer's a very good running back. I say keep going with him.
2 backs, 3 receivers, handoff to Mayer. He got blasted, blown up by Aquantis Shine. 3rd and 3 coming up just inside 2 minutes to go in the first.
That got blown up by him running into the fullback. You got to put the handoff in a position where the running back is going to have some room to do what he does best. You can't run into the fullback like that and expect to gain any yards.
1:41, first quarter, 3rd and 3. Big 3rd and 3 coming off the turnover. Martin, 3-step drop, flips it outside. That's the fullback, and he's not going to get there. So the fullback causes some issues on a couple plays. John Smith doesn't get more British than that. 4th and 1 at the 29, and Dag's going to have to come out for a field goal.
You could have let him a little bit longer past the sticks. They weren't that far away from the sticks. That pass could have been a little bit more toward the first down mark.
Are they actually going to go for this? 15 seconds on the play clock, down to 12, down to 10. Maybe just trying to hard count Atlanta pretty early in the game. And I don't think Atlanta's buying that London was even thinking about it. The Knights going to have to burn timeout here. So 45-yard field goal coming up for Daggs. Should be no problem for him. Another one of those star kickers in the league. Looking at the kicker stats this year, Daggs is 15 of 16. And he has made the second most field goals in the league. Brad Brechet of Alaska is the only kicker that's made more, 16. He had 4 of them in prime time on Sunday.
Yeah, Brad Brechet is another one of those kickers that I've seen this year. And I've seen him twice, and boy, he has a foot for you. I've seen at least 3 40-yarders just clear the net with room to spare. That's how good of a foot he has.
45-yard field goal attempt for London to try to go up 3 and get some points off the board off of that missed field goal. Somebody was going for the block, and they got pancaked. That field goal is perfect. And with 51 seconds to go in the first quarter, it's London 13 and Atlanta 7. Let's pause for just a moment for a message from the SFL.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
T-Dot on the return out to the 25-yard line. That's where Atlanta will set up their third offensive possession. So a touchdown, a fumble, and now we'll see what Atlanta does on Series 3.
I thought the holder for London did a great job of picking up that loose snap and setting it up for the kicker, and Daggs did a great job of setting it clear over the bar.
Snaps have not been great tonight. Credit to David Rimmer. We've mentioned his name a few times. Woods going deep. One-on-one coverage, and the ball is knocked away. You cannot get any better coverage than that on Chisholm. That coverage by Donnie Mack.
Almost got scared that time by Boo Chisholm on the straight fly pattern. Put his hand up at the last second for the deflection. A great D by Donnie Mack, the cornerback.
Man, that's tough to do. Boo Chisholm had the head start on him too on the fade pattern, and typically you're in some big trouble with those if you're not in the right coverage. And Mack was all over it. That was an exceptional play. 2nd and 10 for Atlanta after Woods' incompletion.
Boo Chisholm almost sounds like a Division I football name.
3 receiver. He probably plays some division ball. 3 receivers off to the right. Woods going to check it down to Hollywood. He dropped it. And that was almost a backwards pass. And I can't believe I just watched Mr. Hollywood make an egregious play like that.
Again, you got to leave the running back forward of the line of scrimmage, not parallel to it.
It almost looks like... Go ahead.
I don't know why these quarterbacks have a penchant of doing that throughout the league.
It almost looked like Hollywood was a little frightened by the incoming coverage as that pass caught by Chisholm, and he turns the corner to the 36-yard line for the first down. Forgive me. Boo Chisholm with another catch on the sidelines and with some nice footwork to boot.
Forward of the line of scrimmage, and they can be able to do that for you. Great 3rd down pickup by Boo Chisholm.
Muda Jelani, a former member of the Atlanta Swarm, in the chat, now with the Vancouver Legion. Got a kickoff return this year. Having a nice season up in Canada. We're here in the UK tonight. Saturday Night Football on the SFL Network on Twitch, presented by APM Music. Hollywood almost got away, but then Vasquez puts him down, and that's probably the last man Hollywood wants to see after Vasquez forced the fumble on him on the last series. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. And what a quarter it was. An exciting start to Week 7. Atlanta 7, London 13, here on Twitch. So look at Vasquez creeping up. 2nd and 5 at the 41 for Atlanta, down 6 early, but they struggled in the first half last week, really woke up. This is a deep ball, and a one-handed catch by Chisholm. Boo Chisholm down to the 2. 1st and goal, Atlanta. They got the fly route to go that time.
Oh, Boo Chisholm pulling an Odell Beckham Jr. type move here. Again, the straight fly clearly beats this man. The one-hander almost took it to the house. Good speed that time by Donnie Mack to stop the touchdown at about the 2, but man, seeing some great things out of Boo Chisholm tonight.
Man, another 30 bits from Liam Crowder. Thank you for that. Donnie Mack saved the touchdown. Will he save it again here by getting 3 straight stops as Woods' pass is knocked away? Look in the back of the end zone for Chisholm, and there was safety help over there. 2nd and goal of the 2. Somebody put something in my water. My God, I can't talk tonight.
He waited way too late to throw that ball to Chisholm. That should have been a 1-2, boom. Far out of the end zone for that, and he had none but red shirts in that corner of the end zone.
Looked like he was looking for Hollywood on that little screen pass, or that check down in the flat, but London had it covered. Hand off Hollywood, trying to punch it in. He will. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tie game.
The left side of the line did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They pinched down on the ends, allowed Hollywood to bounce around the side, and hooray for Hollywood one more time.
Man, Slyn Shady, boy, you got to love a guy that puts in that much effort. You see him diving for him there. He didn't make the play, but that's a heck of an effort.
What happened there? You saw the left guard, the left tackle, and the end come down with a 3-man pinch to keep Shady and the rest of that left side of the line intact.
So we got an exciting ball game here in the first half. This has been back and forth. We have not had a punt tonight. The only stop was the fumble. London's got a touchdown, a couple field goals. Atlanta's got 2 touchdowns and a fumble. And it doesn't get much more exciting when you don't have any punts, Alvin. Who likes punts?
Yeah. Hey, if I may, Cam, I'd like to let them know that one of our great sponsors, Show Business Studios, is proud to be the sponsor of this year's first ever SFL convention, and it's going to be down in Las Colinas, Texas, July 13th. Fans, you got to join us because that summer season coming up, I think it's going to be great.
Is there a more fitting name for a Texas city than Las Colinas? It just sounds fun. It's going to be a great time, and we're appreciative to Show Business Studios, and we've got some announcements up our sleeve, man. It's just, oh man, it's going to be fun. Book your hotel, Hilton Garden Inn at Las Colinas ASAP. The more rooms that we book, the more money the league gets to distribute out to its members, through prizes and all sorts of stuff. If we don't start booking soon, they could potentially start taking rooms away from us. We don't want to be in that position. If you're coming to the convention, book your room now to make sure that you don't lose out on our awesome rates. 2nd and 9 after Mayer's 1-yard run.
What I've been seeing so far, both offensive lines have done an outstanding job of getting their running backs in the flow of things.
9:50 to go in the first half. 14-13 Atlanta. What a way to start Saturday Night Football. Martin caught. Nice slant over the middle by Giacomo Jones, his 2nd catch of the night, and that pass was a bullet.
Giacomo Finane Jones doing work in the middle. These slot receivers that I've seen here in the league, Cam, have not been afraid to take the big hits across the middle. Double team, triple team, doesn't matter. They see it coming. They make the catch, cradle it in, take the hit, and move the chains.
3 receivers, 2 in the backfield for Martin. 9:18 to go in the first half. Handoff, Mayer gets away. Mayer, stiff arm, 2 blocks. What a play from Spencer Mayer. And it's a first down to the 40. And the silver free safety, E.K. Vincent, is down. That is not good.
Trucked.
Was that the guy that he trucked? Did he stiff arm an injury? No, that was... Oh, man.
On Vincent at the end here, or was that? Yeah, matter of fact, it was a block. It was a block by, I think, by one of the right side linemen. Vincent out of action.
Man, it was on the tackle. Aaron Lee was the one to just get pulverized there. I think they're selling the poster already for $8 in the concourse. That was brutal. First and 10 at the 40. Martin, 3-step drop, flips it out quickly to Mary. Led him that time a little bit, picks up 2.
Not a bad idea. I would have loved to have seen it a little bit further up, but considering the defense was crashing on that side, a quick release at least gets something positive out of it.
So Atlanta's going to have to figure out what to do without Vincent on the field. Aaron Lee, Jerry Forth, and Patrick Ketsa are the other defensive back stars in this system. Forth and Ketsa, the corners. Martin over the middle to the kneecaps. Caught at the 29 by Giacomo Jones. This guy's been attacking the middle all night.
We may start having some Louisiana fans with that name. Giacomo Finane Jones moves the sticks one more time.
8:21 to go in the first half. 14-13, we got a ball game as both these teams have gone up and down the field with some punishing hits. Martin changing the play at the line. Back to pass, deep drop back, fires an out route, caught by Jones. Jones racking up the receptions, already up to 4 here in the first half, and there's still plenty of second quarter left.
A good read by Martin to see Jones on the outside flat on the near sideline, just all by himself. Again, some good positive yards on first down.
2nd and 4, now under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Martin going to throw. Martin quickly outside, caught. No, they said he was short. He did catch it, but it's going to be 3rd and inches. That's Godspeed. I don't know about that.
Let's if they give us a replay, no, they're not going to give us a replay. I thought he had the first down. I thought it was a little bit. Whoever the linesman was, he said, "No, stepped out at that spot."
Yeah, no.
It should be easy. It should be easy pickings for Mayer.
Should be. It's the way that Meyer's running tonight. He should have no problem with this. He'll get the carry, and he got the first down, and he spins away. And Spencer Meyer is putting in work. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Atlanta is the 4th ranked scoring defense in the league. They only give up 17.7 points a game. London is 14 yards away from topping that.
I told you, easy pickings for Meyer, and this front line is doing a great job of giving him the holes he needs to push it forward.
And off Meyer, 10, stops, shoves off another defender. Spencer Meyer, what has gotten into him? Pickup of 6 to the 9, and I think that stiff arm's got some grease on it.
Oh, really? Is that what that was?
Well, there's no other explanation. This guy's sliding off of him. 2nd and 4 at the 9.
I've seen an offensive line with a bunch of 50-numbered offensive linemen, but it must be something.
Pass caught by the big fella. That is Charlie Balmer at tight end. Man, that guy had some steaks before the dinner, or before the game at dinner. 3rd and 2 at the 6 gives London another 3rd and manageable.
If they keep doing it like this, I have a feeling they could overtake Atlanta for that number 6 spot in the playoff race.
2 of the 6, and Mayer got it. 1st down and goal at the 3, averaging $10 a carry. And he is putting in the work in the trenches, and London's drive continues.
You're making a 1st down a carry? Not only are you doing a good job, your offensive line is doing an outstanding job.
Right. First and goal at the 3. 5:45 to go in the second. London's getting the push. Trying to get the push for 6. Handoff. Bears blown up in the backfield. Loss of about 4. Aquantis Shine off the edge. Says stop it. Second and goal.
Aquantis Shine on me. That's how you lead a defense in the red zone.
Curtis
Stood him up.
just subscribing to the channel. He's up next with Jimmy Stevens, St. Louis and Houston, waiting for our game to be done. Who knows? They may be waiting a little while if this game goes to overtime. Thanks so much, Curtis, for the subscription. Subscribe to the channel if you must. Martin over to Jones. Catch number 5. Third and goal at the 2. And Atlanta is desperately trying to end this drive. This drive has been going on for about 5 minutes.
No, but again, when you've got an offensive line, the way that London's offensive line has really started to step up here, you can do things the way that do in this potential upset.
Martin sidearm throw. Oh my goodness gracious! It went right through his hands. Oh man, that would have been the highlight of the year. The pass was a little bit overthrown by Martin, and I thought just for a second Godspeed was going to be on SportsCenter.
I think it was a last-minute decision by Martin to make the throw. Could the kid corral that in? I think it's more on Martin than it is on Godspeed.
So after all of that, London's going to end up with another 3 points for the second time this game stopped inside the 5-yard line. Not a bad snap. High, but the kick is good. And Zach Daggs is a perfect 3 for 3 on field goals tonight. And London is back in front, and we still haven't had a punt in the first half.
Goes to show you the efficiency of these offenses. Now, granted, they are polar opposites of each other. But the way this has been going so far, you know it's heading toward playoff time, so these teams are going to step it up a notch.
London is coming in as the 15th scoring offense in the league. Atlanta is 11th. So these two teams average about a final score of 20 to 18. So it's a little bit surprising. Oh, now we got another injury. Jamie McDonald on the defensive line for London, where they are not thin, although the Knights have not really gotten a lot of pressure on DeMar Woods tonight.
Yeah, well, they better figure something out real quick.
Oh, he got black. Oh, my gosh.
Man.
That was nasty.
Keep your head on a swivel, sir.
I did not expect for him to get hit that hard. That made me cringe.
Shouting out to some of the big ugly. Shout out to Marcus Payne at the right guard. We also see Tom Everlast at a tackle. Chuck King hiking the ball.
Hollywood picks up 8. Hollywood's putting in work too. He's averaging 13 yards a carry. 103 yards on 8 carries.
Ran right behind Chuck King and gave him a great hole. Also 7'7" Kevin O'Malley on the left tackle side. Look at an offensive line here for the Atlanta Swarm.
London coming out in a 3-4 look. Linebackers shifting around. Shady's been quiet here for a little while. Hollywood's got a first down, and BDG Hollywood moves the change to the 36-yard line. One thing I have noticed here is Atlanta is taking Hollywood a little bit more to the outside. He's primarily an outside runner, at least from what we've seen out of him, but they're trying to get him away from Shady.
You know, keep him away from the best defender. Make those guards and tackles pull. That's the best way for your running back to have success.
Man, this time right up the middle, and he is gutted. E.K. Vincent is done for the day. He will see the training staff, the magical training staff of the SFL doctors, and see him back next week. But Vincent is out. Cliff Lawton with that last tackle. That's a huge loss for Atlanta.
Oh, they said 9 weeks, not 9 days, sir.
Yeah, but we figure it out here in the SFL. Woods, deep ball, knocked away. Don't you know, Alvin? Those miracle doctors can heal anything in a week.
Okay. We'll see if he's back next week.
Yeah, let me tell you, Alvin. I will put $1,000 down that he'll be back next week. You want to take me up? Do a little better. Come on, don't shy away.
Nah. Not even. But that was a real vicious hit on Vincent in that last possession.
3rd and 9 of the 37. Woods got to figure something out. Crosser over the middle, caught, first down. Neither team can get a stop. What a play as Woods gives Leroy Green a chance to let the route develop. Dags on the tackle, but Atlanta stays on the field.
Don't be so mean, Green. Perfect. By DeMar Woods to see Green all the way. Perfect check down.
2:45 and counting. Despite not having any punts in this game, the score is still relatively low with all the field goals that Atlanta has held London to. This is Atlanta's 4th possession. The only stop of the game, the only true stop of the game, has been that fumble forced by Vasquez on Hollywood. Hollywood takes the carry. Hollywood's got some space. Hollywood following some blockers, picks up 8 yards before he is twisted over at the London 41-yard line.
Seeing that right side of the offensive line, I think is where they're keying in on now, away from Shady. Now, if Shady wants to come over toward that side of the line, I might think he gonna get some from these big offensive tackles on the right side.
Brian Dwarf making another bid donation. Love seeing that. Hollywood's got a first down. We are at the 2-minute warning at the London 37-yard line. Your score, Atlanta 14, London 16. This is the SFL on Twitch TV, presented by APM Music. Two minutos, 14-16. London is up to, did you know, Alvin, minutos is British for minutes. As Hollywood takes the carry, picks up 4.
Now, a good average tonight by Hollywood with the 2 scores, 126 yards. Both of these running backs will get over 100 yards. And that's a testament to the great work by their respective offensive lines.
1:36 to go. We've seen a couple of vicious stiff arms too. 2nd and 6 for Atlanta on the move again. Yes, I am. Hand off to BBG. Picks up 1, 3rd and 5. Another critical 3rd down here for the London D as Wales gets the tackle.
If I can speak critically of some of the formation calling here, X's success in this league have come out of either a pro or an I set. You need that lead blocker to give your star running back the opportunity to make some hay.
Woods, check out to Hollywood, trying to navigate, ran right into Shady. 4th down, BDG jumps up, calls timeout, and Atlanta's going to have to decide where they want to try to trot on Jason Arena for a 46-yarder.
I didn't like that call there. I would have still looked downfield. Going to make an impact. I would have wanted to see him a little bit forward toward the sticks, not that far back in the backfield.
4th and 4. This is a 47 officially yard field goal for Jason Arena to try to put Atlanta back in front. And 47 yards, perfect snap, perfect hold. The kick for Arena is up, and he missed it. Wide right. Jason Arena missed the field goal. London's going to have great field position.
Often from a contract kicker. He sure did miss it wide right, too. I mean, Cat had the boot, had the distance, just kind of eked it a little bit.
And he missed. You know, everything was lined up for him perfectly, and he just never was able to push it left. Man, loving all the bits. I appreciate all the support. Lasher, Rue 82 with 30. High Flying Dwarf, wow, 600. Meyer on the carry loses a yard. Got 5 from Mighty RX, 25 from True Shot Collar, 5 more from True Shot Collar. Deep ball, Martin pass in, coverage incomplete, and Jones paid for it. That's the first time we've seen a ball thrown his way that didn't result in a catch.
Jones, the few times that with the reception and coverage, again, that defensive secondary, Jerry Fort that time with a nice breakup.
So now it's 3rd down and 11. Atlanta has 2 timeouts. London has 2 timeouts. no punts in the first half, and let's see how London wants to play this. 5 bits from Cam DMC. True Shots just loving the emojis. Martin, 3rd and 11. Long ball, middle, intercepted at the 41-yard line. The first turnover of the game. Aaron Lee, who got trucked earlier and embarrassed, he says, sell that poster.
Oh, yeah, that's a definitely good-looking jump route.
So now Atlanta off the turnover. Again, still don't have any punts in the first half, but now we got 3 stops. 2 turnovers, 1 on either side. It's the first interception. I want to correct myself earlier. Had a fumble, and then the Atlanta missed field goal. So 36 seconds for Atlanta to play with. Pretty good field position. And off Hollywood. Hollywood gets to the 46, no huddle offense. That's the 11th interception for Martin, by the way, this year, as Woods hurries his troops up to the line. 25, 24, 23. Woods to pass. Woods in treble hit as he threw and just got the ball away. Applying pressure was Charles Swan. 3rd down, 21 seconds.
They just called timeout too because they want to try and get something going here.
And they actually said it was incomplete. He just got it out of his hands.
Wow.
I know, right at the last second. Another 6 bits from Frank. 4 receivers. Woods against a blitz. Woods going to go down and sacked back at the 40, and that's going to be the last play of the half. Bringing some pressure, Brian Cowart, the star defensive end. And London, nice job of mixing it up there right at the end of the half. And that is going to be the end of the first half. We're going to get Alvin's thoughts on the first half in just a minute. It is halftime, 16-14, London on top of Atlanta, trying to move up the playoff standings. Alvin, your thoughts on the first half?
I got to tell you, with London and Atlanta this season, on paper you would clearly think Atlanta would have the better time, but London is stepping up here, clearly owning time of possession with some great running by Steve Meyer, and Slyn Shady on the reverse, leading the defense, doing what he does best. Fumble, I think, is key. Fumble recovery that led to the field goal, I think, is very key, because if London can keep this pressure up just like they just did on this last possession, I think they have an opportunity to surprise some folks. Now, BDG Hollywood, he is indeed the truth. There's a reason why he's among the best running backs in the business. But Steve Meyer, so showing folks why he does what he does best. 94 yards in the score. Hollywood with 131 and a pair of scores. So, to see things here, Atlanta is going to have to rely more on Hollywood to be able to push the ball forward. And that offensive line is going to have to do a little bit better job than what they did in that last possession before the half.
It's our first time here in London at Queensway, Alvin. I don't think either one of us have been here all season long. What do you think of the expansion Knights?
To be 3-3 in their first season, battling for a playoff spot. Liam, the owner, can put a good club together. Very impressed with the young man from across the pond. Will it lead to other European or overseas-based franchises? Who knows? I mean, you got to remember, this is one of 2 international franchises we've got in the league, because you got reigning champ Mexico City, who I think has one of the best offensive lines in the business. And that's the reason why Bentley is the top running back in the league right now.
Qantas Shine had 9 solo tackles in the first half. But his team is down 2. Start of the second half. Right around the corner. On the team, Nick Daggs. And missed the opportunity to say it in the first half, so we're going to say it in the second half. Nick Daggs. Number 12 for London's got the hand in the air. London kicking. Start of the second half. From the goal line, T-Dot on a return. Won't even reach the 20.
Let's see what Atlanta does here. Looking to take the lead back. It's been a back and forth game today. Loving it. Smash mouth, just the way we like it here in the States.
10 bits from Liam for the love shown by Mr. Alvin Washington. You deserve that dime, good sir. 1st and 10 at the 19. 2 in the backfield for Woods as Atlanta starts the second half at BDG Hollywood. Welcome to the 3rd quarter. Slyn Shady puts him down.
He is the real Slyn Shady. First tackle for loss tonight. That's what I think London needs to start doing a lot more to Hollywood. Penetrate that offensive line and put Hollywood down for a loss. Make him think twice about trying to do those spin moves again.
2nd and 12 at the 17. Back to pass. And Woods going to be sacked from behind. 3rd down and 16. That was Brian Coward again. His 2nd sack in the last couple of minutes. Byron, excuse me.
This is DeMar Woods' Achilles heel. He holds onto the ball way too long. Get that ball in stride. Let your receivers do what they do best. Boo Chisholm to me looks like somebody that is a stride receiver. Just put the ball up in the air. He'll get it. He will definitely get it.
3rd down and 16. Byron Cowart now with 2 sacks tonight. Woods going to step up. Woods getting away. Now gives it up to Hollywood. Hollywood's got some space. Man, he's got some speed, but he won't get in the 1st down. Nice coverage down the field, and Atlanta will have the game's first punt.
Should have been the 1st down play to lead Hollywood out there like that. Not 3rd down and long.
London trying to get even on Atlanta. Atlanta has wins over Queen City and London here in the early part of the season, which has them in the automatic 2nd spot in the Eastern Conference. If London wins tonight, they would move from 10th to 6th. Fair catch call for at the 41. It's an updated look at those standings, right? So Atlanta is the automatic qualifier from the East. The 2nd one, London would get that automatic qualifying spot, move up to 6th. Atlanta would fall to 11th, and Queen City would move into 10th at 3-3 heading into tomorrow's action. 1st and 10 at the 41. 9:18 to go in the 3rd, 16-14. London on top now with the ball. Martin back to pass. Martin caught by Adamson. 133 yards for Martin. Had the 1 pick at the end of the 1st half, but it didn't end up costing him anything. And Jason just subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much, Jason. Appreciate the love. Both teams are 3-3. See Pundian, there are no ties. There is a flag on the play, and handoff goes to Meyer. Believe Atlanta was offside. That was Shine again.
Neutral zone infraction, number 92, defense.
The infraction is on Shaq Barrett. Alvin, you with us?
1st and 10.
I think we may have lost Alvin. Trying to get him back in a minute. 1st and 10 at the 48. 8:20 to go in the 3rd. Hand off to Meyer, and he's not going anywhere. Big number 97, Andrew Hawkins, who we've not gotten to talk about tonight, makes Meyer pay. Looking at the sack leaderboards, it's a lot of Tallahassee Pride members. But Hawkins has 5 sacks. Eyal Rushanek has 4.5, just right behind him. Those are the 2 sack leaders in tonight's game. 2nd down and 10 at the 48, and handoff goes to Meyer. Get Alvin back on the call here and momentarily. 3rd down and 10 at the 48. 7:26 to go in the 3rd. Back to pass, Martin. Martin hit as he threw, almost caught off the deflection by Adamson, but Barrett applying the pressure. And look at that, after a First half of no punts. We've got a couple of punts to start the third quarter as the defenses are tightening up. Michael Pont coming out there.
Your Knights are back to punt. Number 19 is deep to receive.
Oh yeah, this one's mine. This one's mine.
Vince is trying to get back in. And London's going to down the punt at the 4. Nicely done. And getting burned earlier, that's Henry Tudor making a nice play on special teams. Well done. That's how you make up for it. 7-11 to go in the third. Atlanta's back out on the field.
1st and 10. From the left, high road.
1st and 10 at the 4. Handoff, Hollywood. Hollywood running left. BDG Hollywood. First down to the 17. Picks up 13 yards. Dags on the stop. And Hollywood continues to trek through the London defense. It seems like no one could stop him besides Slyn Shady, at least with any kind of consistency. St. Louis and Houston comes your way next. Chris Curtis and Jimmy Stevens on the call from Budweiser Stadium. Their weather is about the same as ours, 40 degrees and cloudy. St. Louis had some rain earlier today, but it's now out of the stadium. 43 degrees here, and a pretty clear night with a little wind, but not much. 6:38 to go in the third. Woods drops back to throw. Deep ball middle, knocked up in the air and incomplete. Again, safety help. Kane Vasquez coming over to knock that one away. And the London secondary is having a good night against what has been a struggling Atlanta pass offense. .635 to go in the third.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 17-yard line.
Still working on Alvin. 2nd and 10 at the 17. 54 of you and counting. Thanks for being here on Saturday Night Football on the SFL. Woods pass caught Hollywood, but only a gain of 2. And after all the flurries of exciting offensive play in that first and second quarter, these two offenses are not finding a lot of room here in the third.
3rd and 3.
6:08 left. 16 on the play clock and counting. Woods has got to throw something past the sticks. Woods slant, caught, first down. Chisholm quickly right over the middle. 4 receptions on 7 targets. I think Shady was over there for yet another stop. 1st and 10 to the 30, and that was a critical 3rd down conversion for Atlanta.
1st and 10. Ball at the 30-yard line.
5:36 and counting here in the third. 2 backs, 2 receivers. Woods looking long, and Woods pass caught by Franz to the 36-yard line. Woods could have taken the out. There you are, Alvin. Hey, what's up, buddy? Just in time.
Just in time for a great catch by Jay Franz.
Look at that. He had Chisholm on the out route, but instead Woods says, no, I got something better than that.
Just use your tight end. And tight ends in this league you think they come a dime a dozen, but a guy like Jay Franz with the big size, the great hands, the ability to where he fits in the middle of that field, that was an excellent call.
You Brexited the room. I didn't know where you went. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Probably was another one of those international incidents.
Woods looking down the middle, caught. First down, Chisholm again. Chisholm is eating London alive here on this drive. 1st and 10 to the 21.
Incidents. Boo Chisholm doing a thing. I think that's 5 of 8 targets he's caught now.
Yeah, Chisholm is putting in some work. They've had some trouble this season at times getting him targets, but they're not struggling with that here in the third quarter. Handoff Hollywood. Haven't seen much of Hollywood. Picks up 4th, and we saw this We saw this in the Tallahassee game where it seemed like Atlanta got going once Woods got going. Hollywood might be their best offensive player, but they need Woods to be a factor.
Well, if you saw in the first half, they used the run to set up the pass. Now they're here with Hollywood getting some short runs. They're using the pass to set up the run.
In the red zone, 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line. Woods out of the gun. Woods to pass. Woods far side, through the hands. Chisholm dropped it. Boy, you don't see that often.
You got to make those plays in this type of game, especially with playoff position on the line. You got to make every play count. And you're now in the red zone too. Every play's got to count now.
3rd and 6 at the 18. 3:58 to go in the third. London trying to hunker down, and if they're going to give up the lead, at least only be down by 1, or Arena could miss another field goal for all we know. Woods, great pocket, first down to the floor. That play set up by the pocket for Woods, and Chisholm strikes again.
Again, the offensive line, Marcus Payne, Tom Everlance, Chuck King, Devon Dudley, Kevin O'Malley. They gave him enough time to see Chisholm come across the middle and make that bullet throw.
And nice presence, pocket presence from Woods. Not getting happy feet in there. 1st and goal at the 4. Atlanta knocking on the door, trying to get their 3rd touchdown of the night. 3 receivers, 2 to the left of Chisholm, 2 to the left of Woods, rather. Ball in the right hash. Hand off. Hollywood running right, has blockers. Hollywood touchdown. His 2nd of the night. Too easy. 3rd of the night, actually. Hollywood's got them all.
So you saw how at the end and the fullback came over to pinch down and give him that key block from the 2-yard line in. That's how Hollywood was able to get his 3rd touchdown of the night. Look at that lead block by the fullback.
Hollywood eating them up for the 2nd time this season, and London is going to need a response. 20-16, 21-16 with the extra point pending. .321 left to go in the third. The extra point is good. And let's get a word from our SFL sponsors.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
London coming into the night is 2-1 at home, as that's a pretty short kick. Fielded past the 30 is the run back now, as Daggs is put down at the 31-yard line. Beat Vancouver handedly 36-3, beat Carolina in overtime 16-13, and then was humbly dismantled in the 4th quarter by Tallahassee a couple of weeks ago.
I was on the call last week with Tallahassee taking on, I believe it was Houston, whatever unsuspected team, and they just tore them alive. That is the reason why that offense is indeed number 1.
And Meyer picks up 6. 3:10 to go in the third, and there's the updated running back numbers, both having nice nights.
Big uglies for the London Knights. Pretty good unit that Liam has put together. Is Liam's last name Wright?
Crowder. Where'd you get Wright from?
There's another Liam that's the left guard on this front line, along with Ernest Postlethwaite, hiking the football.
2nd and 4. That's a loss of a yard, as that looked like star linebacker coming up making the hit. That is Dylan Rowland. 3rd and 5. Rowland's been a little quiet tonight. Big 3rd down here for London, trying to respond after giving up that touchdown.
Now London's big uglies. I saw Steve Allen at a tackle, Steve Winkworth at a guard, Christopher White also at a guard.
Pass incomplete, and that one easily knocked away by Ketsa. Dangerous pass. Atlanta starting to dig their feet in here as the Swarm trying to fend off the Knights for 2nd place in the East.
That looked like it easily snatchable and taken the other way.
Yeah, I'm with you. Not a good throw. Probably Martin's worst throw of the day. Chris Curtis Jimmy Stevens Neon on stats coming up after we're done here. St. Louis and Houston. A couple of teams, one from the Central, one from the West, cross conference action tonight in the battle of 3-3 squads as that return goes up to the 28. When you look at the standings there in that Houston-St. Louis game, they are right next to each other. Houston with just the slight edge thanks to strength of victory against St. Louis and London, like the third tiebreaker.
Now, if I'm looking at this correctly, the top 10 of 18 clubs makes it to the big dance, correct?
That's right. That is correct. 1st and 10 at the 28 for Atlanta after getting the stop on the Knights. Back-to-back punts for London. Deep ball, Woods caught middle. First down, Jay Franz. One of the most underrated tight ends in the league. Franz continues to make big plays for Atlanta.
So that's a Rob Gronkowski-like catch there. You know what? I'm going to take this hit. Let me get this catch while they try to get these hands.
Under 2 minutes to go in the third. 21-16. Franz getting a breather. 4 receivers now, and that's Chisholm at the very top of the screen. And it's been a pretty quiet night for L.B. Allen as Hollywood gets the handoff. Allen's only got 1 catch tonight. Hollywood now 156 yards on 20 carries, picks up 7. Hollywood trying to get his, I believe, 3rd 200-yard game of the season.
Way that offensive line's been working for him, I don't see it out of the realm of possibility.
2nd and 3 at the 47. 2 backs, 2 receivers, 3-4 look. Woods back to pass. Hollywood not open initially. He's still not open. Hollywood's going to lose a yard, but a really nice job. Did you see that, Alvin? The disguise from Cliff Lawton. He was out on Hollywood. He disguised that he was going somewhere else, and he totally baited Woods into throwing that.
You know, absolutely. Again, you got to lead the running backs a little bit further forward than that. And they just, I don't know what's the Achilles heel in doing that.
3rd and 5 at the 49. Woods back to pass. Woods. Oh, he dropped. It's knocked away, actually. What a play on L.B. Allen. Coming in late was Daggs at safety, and he just popped that right out of his hands. You've got to have more secure hands than that. But that's a great play by Daggs to stop the drive.
That was a crucial pass breakup. If he doesn't come over and make that play, Atlanta's still moving the football.
And potentially taking a 2-score lead for the first time today. This has been a tight game all the way through. Daggs back to receive, but this is going to hop inside the 10. Can Atlanta pin London inside the 5? Yes, they can. Down to the goal line.
Wow.
That's huge.
That was a great play.
Man, if they can get the safety here, they go up 7 and then get the ball back. London's got to be very careful here. But their O-line's been doing a good job giving holes to Meyer all night. See if they can do it here again. 4 down linemen for Atlanta, including Hawkins. And the handoff goes away from the adjustment up front. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Big ups to Christopher White on that right tackle. Did you see that block right there by Christopher White?
Boom!
He doesn't make that block. That's 2 points for Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 11. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Final play of the third quarter, most likely. 3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield for the Knights. Down 21-16, trying to avoid getting swept by Atlanta, which would be a critical tiebreaker loss. Handoff goes to Meyer on a trap. Picks up 2. That's the end of the third quarter. Well, we had a little bit more defense in the third, but we've still got some offensive fireworks, and many could still be coming. Start of the fourth, around the corner. On the SFL Network, presented by APM Music on Twitch TV. Second down, 8 for the Knights, dressed in maroonish red and white. Atlanta in the black helmets and the bright white jerseys and pants and black helmets, bright blue and bright green trim. And Meyer got 2 more. Looked like he had a little bit more room to the inside, and Aquanta Shine was slow to get up, but he does pop up eventually. He's having himself a game.
very impressive out of these both clubs on both sides of the football and keeping the game the way it is.
10:38 to go in the fourth. Neither team really has wavered. Both have been pretty consistent all night long. Michael Martin back to throw. Martin over the middle, caught. Did he get the first? Are they going to give it to him? No. I think that may be worth the challenge. That was Godspeed on the catch. This is
not the challenge here. You got all 3 timeouts. What's the worst that can happen? You lose one because you don't get the spot.
Yeah, and it's critical too. Oh, they're not going to. I don't know. This is critical. This is going to give Atlanta a really nice field position. And London's down 5. I'm really surprised here they're not going to challenge this.
They even go for it.
On their own 20, they'd have some real stones to do that. From the 39-yard line on the return, not much there. London all over. But Atlanta's going to get the ball on the 41-yard line. A missed opportunity there for the Knights, and now it's up to their defense to make it happen. Can't afford to allow Atlanta to take a couple of touchdown lead. We've seen London against Tallahassee fall apart in the fourth quarter. They don't want to see this happen again. And against Atlanta, more specifically, he fell apart in the second half. Hand off to Hollywood, and coming in unblocked was E.L. Rushanek. What a play.
That was the time for DeMar Woods to play action out of it. And seeing the linebacker coming up on the running back, play action, roll to his right, and see somebody open, because I'm almost certain either the end or the split out wide receiver was open on that right side.
That's a loss of 5. 2nd and 15 at the 37. Woods now out of the gun, and Woods dumps it off to Hollywood to get some more yards back. Almost got everything back. So 3rd and about 10 and a half coming up for Atlanta, and it's going to be back on the arm of Woods, who led his team down the field last drive for a touchdown.
So again, you've got to be able to read where those crashing defenders are coming in, so you can play action out of it and find the open receiver. You got to understand that that's what that is.
All receivers, Woods, middle, caught, first down, what a throw! That was beautiful.
Ooh, Chisholm. Man, oh man, this kid here.
Look at this window.
A name, pro-style hands, and all-world presence. What a catch.
Man, defender draped all over him, but he didn't stick the arm out. That was Samuel Cassidy on the coverage. Chisholm now has 124 yards on 7 receptions. 1st and 10 at the 48 for Atlanta. 8:26 to go in the fourth. The drive continues. Woods out of the fullback protecting the football. Smashed down after a pickup of about 2.5 by Williams-Wales.
It's a great play that time by Carr. I mean, not Carr. The other Chisholm, number 33.
They're all over the field. Peyton Chisholm, but a different spelling of Chisholm. 2nd and 8 at the 46. Woods again. Looking down the field, caught wide open, L.B. Allen. Woods is feeling it in the second half.
Great front line play by the Atlanta Swarm offensive line. That allowed him to see the check down to Allen, hit him right exactly where you need to, right as he's going out of bounds, the 2 toes in.
7:50 and counting in the fourth. Atlanta burning clock and now nearing field goal range, but Jason Arena missed a 47-yarder in the first half. Hand off Hollywood now on a counter. And BG Hollywood is smashed after a pickup of just 1. That tackle made by Kane Vasquez, who's had a very good game tonight at safety.
I would have still play action that one. You know, your pass game is working. Rock a play action. Keep the defense honest.
2nd and 9. 7:16 to go in front of 58 viewers and climbing. Changing the play at the line is Woods. Woods outside, and it's again dropped. That's T. Dot who dropped that. Now that's a little bit more acceptable just because he's not getting paid the big bucks like Chisholm, but still another critical drop and a critical moment for Atlanta.
It's another 3rd and long, and these are the ones that you have to convert at times like this with at least a guaranteed playoff spot on the line.
Mar Woods is almost better in these situations, 3rd and long, than he is the rest of the game. 3rd and 9, 4 receivers, 3 to the right. Woods, 5-step drop. Woods steps up the pocket, fires outside, caught. No, they said he was out of bounds. Boo Chisholm, out of bounds. And they bring up his catch stats, but they don't say that he got the feet in. See if Atlanta challenged. I think he would have been short anyway, but it would have made the field goal a lot better. And I don't know if Atlanta's even going to kick the field goal here. Yeah, they're going to punt it away. What a stand for London.
D-Arter at that.
So London comes after this one, couldn't get to it. Oh, what a great punt. Angled to the sideline of the 9, bounces out at the 7. And for the second time today, London's going to start, second time in this quarter, London's going to start inside their own 10-yard line.
Shouts out to the punter, number 9, Jenkins. Otis Jenkins doing a great job the last 2 punts. Pinned London on the goal line and now pins them down at the 7.
1st and 10 at the 7. 6:50 to go in the 4th. London's down 5. Handoff Meyer. And the running lanes for Spencer Meyer in the second half have been dramatically sealed. They're going to need Michael Martin to make some plays.
Yeah, they've got to, because, you know, there's no way if Steve Meyer cannot do what he did in the first half, the receivers are going to have to step up.
Wait a minute, Liam. Do I catch a? Is that the path reference? Meyer gets no gain. That was a big hit from Ketsa. 3rd and 9.
Ketsa said, "No soup for you."
Man, soup sounds really good right now. I'm hungry.
And broccoli and cheddar sounds pretty good right about now for me.
Need to put that on the menu for the convention. 5:55 to go in the 4th. 3rd down and 9 at the 8. Huge 3rd down here for London. Pass caught over the middle. Defender fell over. That was Shine who just got his feet tangled up, but Rowland makes another stop. I hate the call, man. Michael Martin's got to be more aggressive, and this is the second time we've seen London have to punt out of their own end zone.
No, but again, when you're playing field position this late in the game, especially in the 4th quarter, it's starting to get cold here in London. As you see the breath coming from their punter, you know, you've got to be able to put your guys in position to move those sticks.
Atlanta's going to get the ball at midfield. 5:17 left. London needs something big of their offense. Against Carolina, their offense came to life in the final 3 minutes, had a tremendous drive that forced overtime. They may need similar heroics here, as Atlanta's defense has really made a big time adjustment in the second half in defending Spencer Meyer, and it's made all the difference. 4 receivers for Atlanta here. They've been a little bit more aggressive in the second half. Hollywood in the backfield, Woods to pass. DeMar Woods outside, caught. 9-yard pickup. That's Boo Chisholm again. He is balling tonight.
Boo Chisholm has definitely proved that he is worth the big bucks. You know, he's been now going up to 9, 10, 13 yards a catch. That one-hander he caught that almost went to the house back in the first half was a thing of beauty.
55 viewers and counting. 2nd and 1 of the 41. 5:02 to go in the 4th. Handoff to Hollywood. Hollywood's got a first down. Hollywood 30 to the 28-yard line. Wrapped up just in time by Williams-Wales, but Hollywood makes London pay again.
Speed of the center, Chuck King, after he gave the hole, he was trying to find a couple of other blockers up the field. A fast center there.
4:45 and counting. You got to imagine that London's got to hold Atlanta to a field goal here. But still a lot of time left in the ball game. 1st and 10 of the 28. Handoff Hollywood. Hollywood is wrapped up at the 25-yard line. That was Slim Shady putting him down. Hollywood's got 168 yards tonight. BDG Hollywood is only over 100 yards for the second time this season. It's the first game this season that he's had more than 5 catches. He's come up huge for Atlanta, having the game of the season for big number 80. He's had plenty of big games He has had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons coming in since he joined Atlanta. 2nd and 8 at the 25, under 4 minutes to go. Handoff Hollywood. Hollywood up to the 19. It's 3rd and 1.
Oh, he literally got decapitated there.
3:43.
But
go ahead.
Show you again. DG Hollywood is only as good as that offensive line gives him the holes, and I got to give a big kudos to this offensive line that Atlanta has put together.
3:26 to go in the 4th. 3rd down and 1 at the 19. 6 in the box for London. Atlanta's milking the clock. The Knights are desperate here, trying to get a stop. Handoff Hollywood, and Shady got him from behind, but not soon enough. 1st down and more clock running. They'll milk this all the way down to the 2-minute warning, and London now has to get a hold for a field goal.
That was a key 3rd down conversion run by BDG Hollywood. Plays like that put you on the All-Pro team at the end of the year.
And Atlanta's been converting these 3rd downs. That's been the difference in a very tight, contested game. 2:48, 2:47. Clock is running. 3 receivers in Hollywood in the backfield. They'll give it off to BDG. BDG makes a spin move, gets out to the 12, picks up 4, and the clock will move again, but they will have to snap it one more time before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Chuck, in this offensive line with his work up the middle, him, Tom Everlast at the tackle, they have done some great work today.
2 receivers, 1 to either side. Atlanta's going to have to snap this once more. London does have all 3 timeouts, so does Atlanta. Handoff goes to Hollywood. Hollywood is dropped in the backfield. 3rd and 9 coming up. The tackle in the backfield made by Frank Axmall as he chops down Hollywood right at the 2-minute warning. Presented by APM Music, this is the SFL. Third and 9. Hire me, Vince. Ball at the 15-yard line. 3 receivers for Atlanta. This is huge. This is critical right here. This could be the game. Woods, the pass. Woods down the middle of the field. Caught for a touchdown. Boo Chisholm again.
Ooh, Chisholm. That's a game breaker. That's a game breaker. That's a playoff breaker. Just look at the leap by Chisholm to snatch the ball from the middle. Plays like that gets you deep into the playoffs.
Man, that DeMar Woods has been cool as a cucumber, man. This guy has made so many critical throws. How many 3rd downs has Atlanta converted in the second half? Must be 7 or 8.
This point, but every time they've converted a 3rd down, you could see it on London's face. Like, man, what do we have to do to stop these guys?
28-16. It's not over yet. London has all 3 timeouts. They've only got 1 touchdown to Atlanta's 4 tonight. Let's take a quick moment here from the SFL.
Join the world's fastest growing sim football community by jumping onto our Discord server. Use the Discord command in chat to keep up with schedules, news, notes, announcements, and polls. Jump off the sidelines and into the action here where we're loading legends at the SFL.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the 29. London would have loved the kickoff return there from Jeffrey Daggs, but it was not happening. By the way, shout out to Mike Daggs and family. He had a family emergency this weekend. He was going to do a doubleheader on Sunday. But we're filling in for you, big guy, and hoping everything's all right on your end. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Martin will drop the throw. Martin over the middle in a crowd of Atlanta Swarm defenders. Picks up 8. I'm surprised Martin didn't chuck it there.
Got to.
Yeah, Atlanta had a lot of guys there within 10 yards. Martin, deep drop back. Now he's going to chuck it, and that pass is caught. 30, 20, breaking a tackle. Giacomo Jones, touchdown. Touchdown, London.
Giacomo Finane Jones. jambalaya for everybody across the pond. That was a great looking after catch run.
And the Knights are not done making Atlanta earn it. They're going to have to kick the onside, but still with all 3 timeouts, even if they don't get the onside kick, are still in the game with a stop 3 consecutive plays, which has been hard to do against Atlanta, to be fair. But what a throw from Martin to Jones.
They are literally within if Dags makes this kick, within just a simple 6-point touchdown of the win.
The point is up and good. 1:30 to go in the 4th, and it's a great point made by Mark Chisholm in the chat. No E.K. Vincent deep. It may have hurt Atlanta on that play. London should have been taking more advantage of that all night, at least in terms of attacking where Vincent should be. Can't deny that Meyer was the right decision in the first half. Here comes the big onside kick from Dags. Dags reverses field. It's bubbled and it's caught by Atlanta. Boy, that was dangerous. Picked up at the 38. Still not done yet, but man, Atlanta almost gave that one up.
London still has all 3 of their timeouts. That's the key thing. So if they wanted to, they could stop the clock 3 times on this drive and still have enough time if they're able to stop Atlanta for a game-winning drive.
Yeah, they got to do it. They cannot give up a first down or this game is over. 1:27 to go. They have all 3 timeouts. Handoff Chisholm running left, breaks a tackle. Chisholm only picked up 1. Timeout London. Tackle made by Rushinek.
Again, you cannot let Atlanta convert on 3rd down. If Atlanta converts on these next 2 downs, ball game. Forget about it.
I'd love to see him give it to Woods. Why not, man? This guy's done everything you can ask of him in the first half. His only incompletions in the second half are drops. I think 4 wide receivers for Woods. Hollywood's in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to BDG. BDG has nothing. Pushes ahead for a couple more. The ball's on the 35. This is getting interesting. London another timeout because Atlanta's already missed a 47-yard field goal. Do you try to kick it and go up 8 or just try to pin them inside their own 10 again if you don't get it?
Well, you got to see what the percentages give you depending on where the spot of the football here is on this key 3rd down.
And they were going this direction when they missed the kick, too, in the first half. 3rd and 7 from the 35. They're going to hand it off to Hollywood again. And BDG Hollywood not going to get the first down. He did get 4 yards. London burns a timeout. And look at this. It would be a 47-yard field goal on this end of the field again with 1:15 on the clock.
They're trotting out Arena, the kicker.
I think you have to at 47.
Call here. But I think because I don't see too many 2-point conversions in this game. So if he can make this one here, this really puts a lot of pressure on London.
47-yard field goal, London without any timeouts. This would put Atlanta up 8. Good snap, good hold. Jason Arena this time for the left hash. That kick is good. Arena and Atlanta go up 8.
That is key because now you force London to score and possibly go for 2. An extra point will just not do it. And just like the last one he missed from that length, he has the distance, but this time he puts it right down the middle, like you're supposed to.
Well, this time he was on the left hash. The last time he was on the right hash. So Arena's been tilting kicks right tonight. And they put the ball. That was a critical play call on 3rd down to put the ball on the left hash. Here comes Dags. Dags is going to be smashed at the 27. He had no chance to return it. And now it's up to Martin and this Knights team that has played some nail biters. 1:08 to go in the 4th quarter. No timeouts.
Young Mr. Martin to step up. What do you have in the tank, son? What do you have in the tank?
3 receivers for Michael Martin. Martin to pass, middle. Oh, man, got smashed. Did Adamson. His first, they give him a drop, but that's cruel on the receiver. He got walloped.
You know, this is, again, they're looking for everything across the middle now.
Well, that's how they set him up the last time. They set him up short middle, and then they went no huddle and burned him deep. I think they were trying to do something similar. London beat Mexico City 16-10. They beat Carolina 16-13. They're 2-0 in games decided by one score. Can they turn it into 3-0 and prove to the league that they're really good in crunch time? 1:04 to go in the fourth. 2nd and 10 at the 27. Martin back to pass, gets a 4-man rush. Martin's got to get rid of it. Martin just in time. Caught. First down. Godspeed to the 42.
Wow. That's a big time throw by Martin. Just had enough of a blocker to make the throw. Great catch on the outside.
Martin spikes it with 48 seconds on the clock. Man, Atlanta was barreling down on him. I thought for sure they were going to get a sack. Martin just in the nick of time.
You need to start setting up 2-3 plays down the road. What are you going to do if you get a third down here? What are you going to do if you got a fourth down? You know, if you're able to move the chains, you have 2 more plays. You can try to at least get within some kind of distance of the red zone.
2nd and 10 at the 42 for Martin. Martin, middle, caught, gotta hurry. Can't spike it either, it's 3rd and 4. Ball on the 48, still time, 38 seconds. Clock ticking, 36-35. Martin, back to pass, 3-step drop. Martin fires middle, caught, first down. Okay, now you gotta go. 28 seconds left. Ball at the Atlanta 47, got to get up and spike it. 25, 24, 23. Martin wasting a lot of time here. Finally gets the spike off with 21 seconds to go. He's got to look downfield now.
Yeah, well, he had to make sure his men were set or he was going to get an illegal procedure call.
Ooh, that was a fire drill for sure. Dumping off some dangerous passes over the middle. Ball at the Atlanta 47. They just got beat deep a couple minutes ago. We haven't seen that on this drive from the Knights. 2nd and 10 at the 47 of Atlanta. 47 yards away in a 2-point conversion from time of the game. Martin back to pass. Martin floats one, and he's probably fortunate. He's not only is he fortunate that it wasn't intercepted, but he's fortunate it wasn't caught. Otherwise, that might have been the ball game.
Shine. I gotta best believe he is Atlanta's defensive MVP this game.
Yeah,
he's made
sure.
some great plays tonight.
He stepped up with Vincent out of the game. And actually, I saw some green sleeves, but I think that's just, no, that's Jerry Forth out there. It's cold out there. 3rd and 10 at the 47. Martin's got to keep this game alive. They got to stop the clock, get out of bounds, something. Martin, deep drop back. He's going for it all. It's caught. Caught by Jones. Touchdown. Touchdown, London. You've got to be kidding me.
A cow. Giacomo Finane Jones does it again. Add some boudin, add some crackling.
Oh, man, that safety,
Bang.
he blew the coverage. That was Wang Chi, the safety that's playing in place of Vincent. He blew the coverage. So here we go, the 2-point conversion to tie. Unbelievable. Out of the split backs, this is critical. London to try to force overtime. Martin's going to pass it, and Martin's looking for somebody to get open, and Martin is going to go down.
Ball game. That's the ball game. Wow.
Wow, just nobody open.
Offensive line just couldn't hold up long enough.
Oh, man. Well, here comes the onside kick. Dags almost got it the first time. That's a gut punch to London.
I hope they can get this onside.
They have to. No timeouts. Dags. It's loose! And it is! Oh, Atlanta recovered it on the ground! Oh, my gosh! London had the chance! The ball was sitting on the ground. They couldn't come up with it.
Big time heads up play by cornerback Chris White on special teams.
Wow. I thought London was going to collect it. It was just sitting there. And just by the hair, Atlanta will maintain their spot as the 2nd seed in the East and London will be swept by Atlanta. A critical tiebreaker loss, and a critical loss, but not certainly devastating for the London Knights. Devastating the way it ended, but London showed some grit and some fight and are going to have to show more of it now, behind Atlanta by 2 games with 5 to go. What a game, Alvin. Was that your closest game since you joined us?
As I've seen, and it just goes to show you what can happen here in the SFL if you've got players that are willing to dig in at all costs. I mean, looking at some of the highlights from here. But those last 2 drives by London, including the one that almost tied this up, just a sampling of what we could see down the road once we get our top 10 for the 10th annual SFL playoffs.
Wow, what a ball game. London falls to 3-4. They lose their second consecutive home game. That was a tough one. Both these teams gave up more points than they're used to giving up. The London Knights will lick their wounds and move on to the final 5 weeks of the season. Boy, Giacomo Jones ended up having himself a day. Next games for London, they go to Tallahassee next week. That's a tough way to try to fend off this loss. Then they host Mexico City. Everything's in conference for London. They have 2 games still left against Queen City in Week 10 and Week 12, along with another date with Carolina. Final thoughts, Alvin?
Again, if tonight's game is any indication, if both of these teams make the playoffs, the top 10 is going to be one wild scramble toward the SFL final.
Coming up next, Chris Curtis, Jimmy Stevens, and Neon on Stats. At the call from St. Louis, the St. Louis Gladiators host the Houston Hyenas in a battle again of 3-3 teams. BDG Hollywood's your player of the game, 31 carries, 185 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Also had 21 receiving yards. For Alvin Washington and our entire crew here at Queensway in London, I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. Stay tuned for more SFL action on Twitch TV.